There's a particular magnetism that surrounds men who have stopped chasing. Not the magnetism of indifference or calculated game playing, but something deeper, a gravitational pull that comes from being genuinely complete within yourself. This is the ancient promise of Stoicism, made startlingly relevant for modern relationships, that by mastering your inner world, you naturally transform your outer one. 1. The paradox of attraction through non-pursuit. The Stoics understood something counterintuitive that most men spend years learning the hard way. Desperation repels, while self-possession attracts. Marcus Aurelius, even as Emperor of Rome, reminded himself that he controlled only his own thoughts and actions, never the opinions or affections of others. This wasn't resignation, it was liberation. When you chase someone, you're fundamentally operating from scarcity. You're broadcasting that you need them to complete you, to validate you, to give your life meaning. People sense this at a primal level, and it creates an asymmetry that kills attraction. You've already surrendered your power before the relationship even begins. The Stoic approach flips this entirely. By focusing on what Epictetus called your inner citadel, your character, your principles, your purpose, you become someone who has something of value to offer, rather than someone who needs something taken from them. This shift is everything. 2. Emotional self-sufficiency as foundation. Stoic men cultivate what might be called emotional self-sufficiency. This doesn't mean becoming cold or unfeeling. That's a common misunderstanding. Rather, it means your emotional equilibrium doesn't depend on external validation or another person as presence in your life. Seneca wrote extensively about the difference between healthy affection and neurotic attachment. He loved his wife deeply, but he also practiced imagining her loss to prepare himself mentally, not out of morbidity, but out of wisdom. This practice, premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of adversity, allowed him to love fully without clinging desperately. In practical terms, this means you wake up content whether or not someone texted you back. Your day isn't ruined by being left on read. You enjoy someone's company, but don't need it to feel complete. This baseline of emotional stability is profoundly attractive because it signals strength without having to perform or prove anything. 3. Presence over performance. Modern dating often becomes a performance, an exhausting routine of trying to say the right things, project the right image, orchestrate the perfect moments. Stoic men step out of this theater entirely. When you're not chasing an outcome, you can actually be present. You listen more carefully because you're not planning your next clever response. You notice details because you're not anxiously monitoring whether you're making a good impression. You ask genuine questions because you're actually curious, not because you're following some strategy. This quality of presence is rare and powerful. In a world of distracted, agenda-driven interaction, someone who is fully there, mentally, emotionally, attentively, stands out dramatically. People feel seen and heard in your company, which creates a connection that no amount of chasing or clever technique can manufacture. 4. Purpose as the ultimate attractant. The Stoics were clear. A life without purpose is a life wasted. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself of his duties and responsibilities, not as burdens, but as the source of meaning. Modern Stoic men understand that their mission, their work, their principles, their contribution must come first. This isn't about neglecting relationships. It's about having something substantial to bring to them. When a woman encounters a man who is genuinely absorbed in meaningful work, who has a vision for his life that extends beyond her approval, she's encountering someone complete. There's nothing to chase because he's already going somewhere interesting. The man who organizes his life around getting a girlfriend communicates weakness. The man who is building something significant and invites someone to join that journey communicates strength. The former chases, the latter attracts. 5. Boundaries without explanation. Stoicism teaches us to live according to our principles, period. Not to justify them, not to seek approval for them, simply to embody them. This manifests as clear boundaries that don't require elaborate explanation or defense. If something doesn't align with your values, you simply decline. If a behavior is unacceptable, you address it once or remove yourself from the situation. There's no lengthy negotiation, no passive-aggressive hints, no desperate attempts to change someone. This clarity is magnetic. People are drawn to those who know what they stand for because it provides a rare sense of stability and certainty. When you're not constantly adjusting your boundaries to keep someone around, when you're willing to walk away from anything that compromises your principles, you paradoxically become harder to walk away from. 6. The discipline of detachment. Epictetus taught his students to make a crucial distinction between what is up to us and what is not up to us. Another person's feelings, choices, and actions fall firmly in the latter category. A Stoic man accepts this completely. You can be your best self. You can treat people well. You can offer honesty, respect, and genuine connection. But whether someone reciprocates, whether they choose you, whether the relationship works out, none of that is up to you. Accepting this isn't pessimism. It's realism that liberates you from the torture of trying to control the uncontrollable. This detachment from outcomes transforms your energy. You're no longer carrying the tension of needing things to go a certain way. You're open, relaxed, and authentic because there's nothing riding on any particular interaction. This ease is deeply attractive in a world full of anxious attachment. 7. Scarcity mindset versus abundance reality. The Stoics practiced negative visualization, not to be pessimistic, but to appreciate what they had. Ironically, this practice cultivates abundance mentality. When you regularly contemplate loss, you realize that one person, one opportunity, one outcome isn't everything. A Stoic man knows that there are many paths to a good life. If this relationship doesn't work, another will. If this opportunity closes, another opens. This isn't arrogance or callousness. It has a realistic assessment of life. Possibilities combined with confidence in your ability to handle whatever comes. This abundance mentality is visible in how you carry yourself. You're not gripping tightly to any particular person or outcome. You can let things unfold naturally because you trust both the process and yourself. This relaxed confidence is far more attractive than the tight-fisted desperation of scarcity thinking. 8. Character as the long game. Stoicism is fundamentally about character development. While others chase short-term validation, Stoic men play a longer game, becoming someone genuinely worth being with. They focus on the 4 cardinal virtues: wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. This long-term focus on character has a remarkable effect. You become more patient, more reliable, more emotionally regulated, more principled. These qualities might not create the fireworks of pickup artist techniques, but they create something far more powerful: lasting attraction based on genuine respect. When you're focused on becoming your best self rather than getting someone to like you, an interesting thing happens. People naturally want to be around the person you're becoming. The irresistibility isn't a trick or strategy. It's the natural byproduct of genuine excellence. 9. The freedom of non-attachment. Perhaps most importantly, Stoic men understand that true freedom comes from non-attachment. This doesn't mean not caring. It means not needing. You can care deeply about someone while simultaneously being okay if things don't work out. You can invest in a relationship while maintaining your independence and wholeness. This freedom is the ultimate attractant because it's what everyone seeks but few possess. When someone encounters a person who is genuinely free, not performing freedom, not faking indifference, but actually complete within themselves, they want access to that energy. The beautiful paradox is that by genuinely not needing to chase anyone, by being complete within yourself, you become the person everyone wants to chase. Not because you're playing games, but because you've done the deep work of becoming someone who doesn't need games in the first place.